We appear to be live. Jimmy Pham, hey, I'm back in the building. Jimmy, wow, that was quick. You are the first one on here. Before I am really even set up and ready to roll myself. But good evening. How you doing? Let's see if I can actually find the video myself. The live stream, of course. Here we go. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, hit that thumbs up. The YouTube Creed. Let's see here. I am live now. There we go. I have found the video on the computer, which is down there. That way I can watch the comments down there, hopefully, if everything comes up and I can, there it is. The screen, everything looks relatively different. I'm not sure why. Charles Rivera, pick me. Hey, Charles, how you doing, bud? Bryant Pascua. Sorry, I'm probably butchering that. Says, yeah, how you doing? Buster B. George, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? How have you been? Some pretty cool pictures you've been putting out there lately, man, I must say. What are we giving away? We are going to give away a couple of grab handles that were made by a subscriber to the channel, Terrence Tatum. And then I'm going to show you something else that we're going to give away a little bit later on, like next week, I think. Let's see. Now my comments are not scrolling. My screen is not scrolling. That's very odd. It looks like the picture is funky. Is the picture funky on your end? Because I'm looking at the screen on my computer and it looks like I'm all pixelated. Are you guys seeing it that way? Or is it just me? Let's see. Johnny Salinas. Crazy storm we got last night, huh? Oh my God. That was my first bad experience here in Texas. Man, it was wild. It must have stormed for 10 hours last night, man. Bryant, great. Hey, my other favorite YouTuber. Well, I thought you'd say my number one favorite and then the other guys, but that's okay. I'll take it. Jimmy Pham, hey, Buster Beat George. Ha, thanks, bro. Yeah, check him out. Buster Beat George, he's got a channel out here as well. Check him out. He's got some cool videos, man. Felix says howdy. Felix, how you doing, bud? Let's see. Charlie Porch. No. John Hall says, looks good on this end. That's good. Thank you. Buster Beat says it looks fine. Thank you. Stonewall number 76 says, howdy. With a skull and crossbones, man. Are you like a pirate or what? Terrence says, hello, Rob. Hi, everyone. What's up? There's Terrence. Again, he's the guy that made the grab handles that we're going to give away tonight. I'll show you guys here in a little bit. We're going to do 2 sets, the last 2 sets that I have. So if you're interested, M. Jones says, it's not pixelated. Your mug looks just fine that way most of the time. I'll take that as a compliment, Mark. I appreciate that and welcome. I'd know how my face looked if I had all that chrome like you do so I could check it out all the time. You know what I'm saying? Gear Runner says, what's up, buddy? Gear, how you doing, man? What's happening? Nice little trash cans you put in your truck today. I like those. Very neat. Big Mo says, hello, everyone. Hey, Big Mo, how you doing? Mike be the one. Driving but listening. Awesome. I'm glad you're here, Mike. And Mike is going to be a part of the next giveaway that we're having, something that he sent to the channel. That will be next Monday. Gear Runner shot the under truck, video today. Cool. I can't wait to see how yours looks with the lift on it. It's going to be very interesting. Gear Runner says, thank you. Thank you very much. And now I'm curious. My screen is different tonight. I don't know what is going on. Something is just wacky weird. Let's see. I'm on top chat. I want to be on live chat, first of all. So we've switched to that. That's good. Housekeeping stuff, It's just weird looking tonight. I don't know. I don't really know. Oh, there. That's a little bit different. Okay. All right. I think I'm where I want to be. I think I am. Frisco Snow says, what's up? Oh, Frisco. How you doing, man? Chad Cronat says, fine to me. Very good. Thank you. And let me get rid of these comments. I don't need the comments on the screen, for God's sake. Gear says, yeah, you look weird over here also. Your shirt looks more red than black. I decided to mix it up a little bit tonight. Tonight we have on a lovely red, whatever this logo is. I don't know if you guys can even see it. I don't know. It's got some logo on it. I bought it a while back, and of course I cut the sleeves off because, you know, that's how I roll. Let's see. Macalina 808. What's up, Rob? How you doing, man? What's happening? Frisco Snow says, chilling. Nice trucks, like your vids. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to do a couple of giveaways tonight. I'll show you guys what they are. We got a few people on here, so why not? These are grab handles made by Terrence Tatum. Terrence says, is that a moose moving around on the shelf behind you? It is. Krista got that for me. It's a solar-powered dancing Canadian moose. I don't know. But it is. It's a Canada moose, I guess. So here's what we've got. We have, let's see, 2 sets of grab handles. That's 2 of each. We're going to give away 2 sets. Does that make sense? One is this, it's gray, but I call it it almost looks camo to me because it has some gold threading in it. So it kind of looks camo. If you guys don't know what these are, at least what I use them for, the headrests pull out, the front headrests in your front seats, and then the posts hook down in these, and then you push the headrest back down, and then they're a grab handle in the back, you know, so people can grab them to get in and out and stuff like that. Hold on, I don't know, depends on how spirited you are. People do use them for other things, I know. JJ Rivas, sorry if I'm getting that wrong. JJ, how you doing? And the other one we have is black. It is all black. And I'll tell you, these are awesome. Terrence did a fantastic job on these. Terrence is a subscriber to the channel. He sent me several sets of these that he had made to give away. So pretty cool, man. Andreas Gonzalez says, when is the 3-2 ready lift coming on the Tundra? There's a reason I didn't do a live stream last night. I'm just saying. I don't want to scoop myself, though, you know, but let's just say there's a reason I didn't do the live stream last night. CJ Colvin says, good evening, RobMotive. How's it going, brother? CJ, I'm good. How you doing, man? What's up? JJ Rivera says, Rivas? Am I saying that right? I'm just going to go JJ. Says, I want one. Well, we're going to give 2 of them away tonight. It's the last 2 that I have. A black set and a green set, or a camo set, or a gray set. Depends on the color of your truck, how this one looks on the inside, I think. And then black, of course. Let's see. Ping Dom. Hello, everyone. Ping, how you doing? Gear Runner. Love mine. Terrence did the install video yesterday. I can't wait to see if Gear figured out how to put these in. It is extremely complicated and takes a level of skill and mastery to do this. Well, not really, but we'll see. I can't wait to see the video. Andreas says, I know something in the air. That's right. That's right. Gear Runner says, I might know why you didn't do a live last night, but I'm not telling. There you go. There you go. Eddie Smallhorn. Hey, RobMotive. How's it going? Eddie, how you doing, buddy? Are you actually home now? You still traveling? And are you still traveling all the time? Gear Runner says, I had to watch your video 5 times to get it right. I'm not surprised. That's actually better than I thought. I would have expected more like 10, so you're half as good as better than I thought you were. I don't know. Gear Runner says, hey, Eddie. Eddie says, I am home and no traveling. Awesome. That's cool, man. Unless you like to travel. Some guys love to travel. I don't know. I was never much for traveling myself, but, you know, who knows. So before we just get started, before we do the giveaway, we're going to do that in a few minutes, the first set. A couple of things I wanted to talk about. What do you want to call it? The drivetrain in the Tacoma. Eddie Smallhorn says, hey, Gear Runner, how's it going? And Sean D says, what's up? From Southern California, bro. I love your channel. Sean, I appreciate that. Thank you for watching, buddy. I think I've about beat the Tacoma drivetrain question to death. I've done every angle and every video except for right on the carrier bearing assembly, I guess, that I can do. Somebody did request that I do that. I haven't decided. I think I may have, like I said, beaten that to death. I don't want people to get bored with it. You know, I've already, you know, kind of talked about everything and explored everything and come to my own conclusion. Frisco says, yes, curious about the issues after the lift. There's lots of videos on the channel about it, Frisco. Check them out. I'm not going to go into heavy depth here, but I've done several videos. I've put cameras under the truck, driven around to see how things react. Terrence says, that's awesome gear. Can't wait to see the install. Gear Runner says, good, Eddie. How are you and the family? CJ Colvin says, this might be a stupid question, but have you seen a video? Wait a minute. A video, something, face parenting a troubled teen. Laptop with a 45. I have seen that video, and who knows? It's like it's the internet. Was that set up? Was it staged? I certainly hope so. That's kind of old. I think that was out maybe a month or more ago, maybe longer. But I have seen it. Who knows? I don't know. It's disturbing if it's real. So let's see. Eddie says we are doing awesome. How's your dad doing at Gear Runner? JJ says I did a 3.5 leveling kit on my 19 Tacoma. You were my inspiration. Well, I hope I was your inspiration and not your downfall. So, let's see. CJ says, hey, Gear Runner, what's up? Brother, how's it going? So anyway, my conclusion after doing all this, another fella, another YouTuber, Snail Trail 4x4, shot a video of the bottom of, or the underneath, the underside of his Tacoma. He has a stock Tacoma, and he shot pretty much the same angle that I did, and then he went out and drove around to see how a stock Tacoma reacted back there as far as axle wrap goes. It was almost identical to the way that mine reacts. I would say there was very little, if any, difference. So, do I have a problem? No. Do Tacomas come with axle wrap from the factory? Absolutely. It's shocking if you've never seen it before. I had never seen it before. I was not familiar with it. So to me, it was very enlightening to see that. And it was really cool to see Snail Trail 4x4's video to reassure me, I guess, that indeed mine does not really have a problem. And, thought I saw a bug. And everything is cool. So I don't think doing at least a 3.2 lift on the Tacoma causes any problems with respect to axle wrap, making it worse. It certainly is there already, but I don't believe that doing it makes it any worse, and I don't believe that there's any real issues with it. So I'm happy. I think it's cool. Let's see. Gear Runner says, hi, CJ. Good here. How are you? Gear Runner says, Dad is doing good, Eddie. Thank you for asking. Frisco Snow says, fire, no. Fire, no. Or gear, fire. I don't know what that means. I don't know. So stay tuned. We're going to give a set of these away in just a few minutes. Bear with me. You know, it's YouTube. We gotta get the most out. We gotta stretch it out a little bit, you know. CJ says, doing great, Gear. Have you seen a video of Facebook parenting? Yes. We already covered that. Gear Runner says, am I on fire? That's what I was thinking. That or you're just hot. I don't know. Sean says, oh, Rob has a problem, just not with his axle. Thanks, Sean. And welcome. Good to see you, buddy.
That was easy.
Gear Runner says, I have not, CJ. Sean says, hey, Gear. Chad says, hi, Gear. Gear says, hey, Sean. So, the only thing that leaves, the only outstanding issue with the Tacoma and the drivetrain and the lift and the effect that it has on it, let's see. Gear Runner says, hey, Sean. Gear Runner says, I'm going with sexy. Does that like when you were in high school and you said you were going with someone and you're talking to Sean? I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure. That's okay. I mean, I'm not judging or anything. You do what you do, man. So that leaves the angle. I've talked about this a million times. The angle on the where the two shafts, the two-piece shaft, you know, the front and the back come together. You have the carrier bearing. You have the angle a little bit skewed, if you will, on the back side, the rear side of that shaft. I've got the drop kit. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything with it yet. You know, I'm not having any problems, and I don't want to create any problems. So I did do a video showing how to install that. That's going to be coming up. I may still do it myself. I don't know. The biggest reason that I've heard to put that kit on is if you have a vibration. I mean, obviously, the straighter, the straighter angle that you can have between those two shafts, probably the better. But if you're not having a problem, then I wouldn't do anything. If you're having a vibration, then it's probably not a bad idea to try it out. It's pretty simple to do. You can see in the video. But that's the last word, I think, on the drivetrain lift question for me. Gearrunner says, no, you said I was either on fire or sexy. So I chose sexy, LOL. I don't think I ever used sexy and your name in the same sentence together. I don't think I did. James Venegas. Sorry if I get that wrong. Been following you and I've done almost all your mods. You are excellent with your videos. James, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, bud. I try. You know, I'm just a guy who is not a mechanic, but has hopefully just this much, you know, common sense and ability to be able to follow directions and do these things. So I put them out there because I'm going to do them anyway, so that maybe it can help some other people, you know. But I appreciate that, bud. CJ says, have you also seen videos of parents destroying... What? Are you stuck on this tonight? Is there a problem? I have seen them periodically. I don't focus on them, to be honest. They just don't interest me. Sean says, I wouldn't mess with it if you have no problem. There you go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Andrea says, is a Lear/ARE shell for the Tundra something in your scope of possibility? Probably not. No. If I did anything as far as covering the bed on the Tacoma, it will be a some sort of a bed cover or, you know, something like that. It won't be a shell or anything. I don't think. You never know day to day. I might see one that, catches my eye and think, you know, I need to do that. But a tonneau cover, that's what I was trying to think of. But no, not really a cover. Nothing wrong with them if you like them. It's just not my thing. JJ says, why is it that after the leveling kit was installed in my Tacoma, the front looks higher than the rear? I don't know. What lift did you get than the rear? Well, I mean, if they put a taller or shorter lift, I would think it'd be almost the other way around, that you'd be higher in the rear, but depends on what you got, I guess. George Trahan, do you know if they make a driver's side grab handle for the Tundra or for the Tacoma? To the best of my knowledge, they do not. They do not. I have never seen one, nor have I ever come across anyone who says they have ever seen one. So I don't believe so. And that would make it maybe a little tight. It's tight getting in that opening as it is, you know. And if you stick a grab handle there, it might be a little bit tighter. And speaking of grab handles, might be somebody on here, I'm not sure, said that they didn't want to do the grab handle mod on the Tundra because they didn't want it to get in their line of vision. They didn't want it to block, their vision, right? So I was looking at that actually today, and I'm thinking it's right in line with the pillar that's right there. It does not block your line of vision at all. Now, obviously, you can see the grab handle that you've just put in, right? Because it's right there, but it does not get in your field of vision in any way. I mean, you'd have to roll the window down, stick your head out, and look in from the outside for it to be in your field of vision, right? So, no, it does not. Frisco, do you know if there's any Bambi bashers that won't affect... If there's any Bambi bashers that won't affect my front sensor? I think as long as... That's funny, I never heard it referred to that way. As long as you keep it out of the sensor, scope, field of vision, if you will, you can put anything in there, and you know there's an easy way to test it. Just go get yourself, I don't know, maybe a 2-inch or so diameter piece of PVC, cut it off the distance of whatever you want to put across the front is, tape it up or wire it up to your grill, you know, a temporary thing. Go for a ride. See if it picks up wherever that is, and then you'll know. Michael Zentner, have you put LEDs in yet? I have LEDs completely in the Tacoma. I have not put any LEDs in the Tundra. I'm actually looking for an LED company. I had a relationship with a company a while back, and they have just disappeared. Or my contact did, so I don't know what's going on there. Gear Runner says, are you playing with a knife? Oh, no, no. I've learned my lesson. It's just a pen so that I can write down whoever wins these sets of grab handles that we're going to do here shortly. Very, very shortly, so stay tuned. Let's see. Sean says it's an optical illusion. JJ, measure the fender in the middle from the ground. You know, I found out how to measure distance on a lift because the ground, that's how I used to do it. It's not always going to be even, right? There's a better way to do it. JJ says, thanks, Sean. I've measured it and you're right. That was quick. All About Vehicles says, Rob, should I win again? I'm going to leave that up to you, Keenan. I am not going to restrict you from winning, but it would be nice if you gave someone else a chance since you've won twice. But that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you can't play because I just don't do that. Gear Runner says, my name is spelled with an O-N, not I-N, when you write it down. Yeah. Anyway, the way you measure, when I went to the shop recently, and they actually measured from the bottom of the wheel. This is assuming you have the same size wheels, and I don't know why you wouldn't in the front and the back. But from the bottom of the wheel, stick your tape measure at the bottom of the wheel and measure up to the bottom of the fender, straight up to the bottom of the fender. That is your measurement. That should match the same in the back if you're level. And it's a good way to do it. That way you don't have to worry about the ground because your wheels are the same. And if your truck is setting level, you should get the same measurement. That's how they measured it at the shop. If I happen to be at a shop for some reason, any time recently, I don't know. Let's see. Andreas says, and then I moved. He didn't say, and then I moved. I did. Have you seen/heard of the plug-and-play remote start for the Tundra? Thoughts on it? I have seen one. I don't know. It is plug and play, but it's a very difficult plug and play if it's the same one I'm thinking of. Rather cumbersome to install, but if you can get through that, I think it's great. Krista says, hello, everybody. How you doing, everybody? Michael Zentner, sweet. I put a set of aux beam for fog, low, and high beam with no issues. Used an H11 bulb in the high beam, worked just fine. I've tried to deal with aux beam, and aux beam doesn't seem to know when I ask them questions, the answers to my questions, which makes me a little leery. In other words, my vendor, I want to be able to say, hey, I have a 2019 Toyota Tacoma, Tundra, whatever it is, and I want LEDs for the inside. And then I want them to give me a kit that has that. I don't want them to come back and say, well, do you think these will work? Well, hell, I don't know if they'll work. You're the person selling them. You tell me if they'll work. That's kind of the problem I had. And it's funny because I get emails from Auxbeam wanting to sponsor me, I don't know, about every weekend. It's always on the weekend, typically on a Sunday, always the same guy. And I've responded and talked to this guy before, and I'm thinking, what is this? You know, I don't know. It's weird. Keenan says, I got the second ones, and I bought a 2002 Dodge Dakota 4x4 with 300 and my God miles on it for 400 and has no problems. Well, that's a heck of a deal if it has no problems. That's awesome. So how does your dad like the grab handles? And how do you like them now that you've got the second set? Sean says, hey, Krista, Gear Runner says, I have heard of the Andreas, or must be that. I have heard of that, Andreas, watched a few videos. It seemed to work good, but I don't know. The install just seemed really, really cumbersome to me. I don't know. Gear Runner says, Krista. Keenan says, Krista, I will win again. Krista says, hi, Sean and Andy. Krista says, you might, Keenan. You might. You've been doing, your track record's pretty good. Gear Runner says, are you drunk, Krista? You sounded it when Rob read your comment. Yeah, I thought that myself after I read it. I don't know why I did that. Terrence says, hi, Krista. How you doing? Krista says, nice shirt, honey. Thanks, dear. Krista says, Andy, I am not drunk. I am not drunk. JJ says, I want your hat. Well, then what would I wear? You'd have to look at this all the time. Isn't that a cool hat, though? I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Time for me to order some new ones, by the way. As soon as I catch up, we're going to give away the first set. Let's see. Sean says, Keenan, it's my turn, buddy. Come on, man. Keenan says he likes them, uses them as tie-down extensions. Gotcha. Love to smoke something. Had my new Tundra TRD Sport Crew Cab for almost 2 weeks. Love it more this week than the last. I know what you mean. Those grab handles sure would look good. Great with my black on black Tundra. They would look good. Krista says, hi, Terrence. I'm doing all right. How you doing? Terrence is doing good. Thanks. Andreas says, at Gear Runner at Rob, the installation is what gets me from wanting to do that remote start mod. I'm assuming you mean it's deterring you from doing it, and I understand that. There's a lot of plugging and moving and a lot of stuff. Michael, any recommended floor mats? Huskies. If you're not OEM, actually, if you want my opinion, the OEMs are the best. I would always go OEM on floor mats, and if not, then I would go Huskies versus WeatherTech any day. John Watt says, hey, Rob, I barely made it. How you doing? Hey, John. Good. I'm glad you're here, bud. I'm doing good. How you doing? Did your meeting go okay, or your appointment? If that's not too personal. I don't know what kind of an appointment it was. Frisco says, if you had to choose Taco or Tundra. R. Middleton says, 27. You're disqualified now. Frisco says, or Tundra. Depends on my mood, man. I love both trucks. It kind of just depends on what I'm doing. If I'm looking for space and comfort and stretch out ability, I guess I'm going for the Tundra. If I'm looking for zipping around in the best looking truck on the road, as I say, I'd go for the Tacoma. Heck 79. What wheels, tire size you running on the Tacoma, Rob? They're 20-inch fuel wheels, and the wheel, I just looked at this, man, and I never can remember. They're 275, 55 R20s, I believe. Nitto Ridge Grapplers. Gear Runner says, funky or funny, Frisco Snow. I shot the same video discussing that today. Sean says, gotta pull half the dash out to put that in. I know, man, that's the problem. I don't like messing with all that. You know, putting the front-facing camera in was a lot more than I'm normally comfortable doing, so I don't know. Sean's read that. Carlos Lopez says, hey, here from Florida. I love my Tacoma 2017 SR double cab. Welcome, Carlos. Welcome to the stream. I love my Tacoma too, man. Gear Runner says, counting down the days until I'm back in Florida, Carlos. John Watt, thanks for showing how stuff slips on plastic and doesn't on rubber. Kidding. Hey, John, you know how many people have told me I should get a mat for that truck? If that didn't warrant doing a video, I don't know what does, man. It may not be your cup of tea, but come on. Wasn't it interesting seeing that toolbox slam into the back of that Tacoma? I had fun doing it. I don't know. Krista says, aren't the 275-65 R20s? No, they're not. Michael says that Carlos Lopez here from Florida too. You guys might be neighbors, sitting there house to house, chatting on the channel. Gear Runner says he measures everything larger, Krista, says Gear as he's pretending to be me. Krista, she's laughing. She says, you don't know what you're talking about, brother. Ping Dom, where can I get a pro grill for my Tacoma? Running for tacos, the number 4.com. Excellent guys, excellent product, and while you're at it, they have the Raptor style lights that they can ship to you already installed in that grill if you want them. You don't have to buy them, but you can get them. They're great guys. Runningfortacos.com. And they are a great price. It's under $200. I think about 100 and with the lights. I'm not even going to guess because I'd be guessing, but they have a great price. Check them out. You can find them on the web. Terrence says 275-60 R20. This should be the giveaway question. Yeah. John Watts says, so bumper or light bar? You decided yet? On the Tacoma, yes. I have found something I like. I just haven't ordered it yet. It's a plug and play, almost plug and play, and I really like that. That's what I'm going to get. It's going to be awesome, I think anyway. All right, we have caught up on the comments. It is time to give away our first set of grab handles. Now, I will let you guys tell me, since the black seemed to be more popular, I'd like to save the black until the second one. You do not get to pick. We're going to give one or the other away. Which one would you guys like me to do first? The black set or the gray or camo set? Which ones would you like me to give away first? Keenan says black. JJ says yay. We have 2 blacks, 3 blacks, 4 blacks, 5 blacks, a gray, a black, a camo, a black, a black. All right, I think it's overwhelmingly black. So we're going to do black first. I'd have thought you want to save that until second, since I knew it would be more popular. You know, build the, you know what? I am going to do that. You know, live stream givers or giveawayers, that'd be me, the giveawayer. Giveawayer's choice. It's opposite day. We're going to give away the gray ones first, all right? The gray ones are going to go first. You cannot win twice. All right, so if you win the gray ones, you won the gray ones. There's no switching. There's no trading. That's what we're going to do. You win these, the gray ones. Now, I like the gray ones. It depends on what you have in your truck. I have the gray ones in my Tacoma, and they really are more of a camo look. You guys can see here, right? They really are more of a camo look, so we are going to do the camo or gray first. Here you go. That's what they look like. Those are the ends. Excellent product. Again, big shout out and thank you to Terrence Tatum for making these. Awesome guy. Really appreciate it, man. All right. This is going to be very, very simple. Matter of fact, both are going to be simple because I tried to think of stuff, and if I came up with a question that was too channel specific, only certain people would know because, you know, that's just the way it is. Let me see. Let's see, and I got to do this quietly because certain members of the audience guess what I'm doing by listening and watching me. Maybe it reflects in my glasses. I don't know. All right, so do not start guessing until I tell you to start guessing, all right? If you start before I say go, it does not count, even if you're right. So Kieran says, stop talking so much I can't hear. It'd be pretty boring if I just sat here and didn't say anything. But my throat would feel better. All right, the first set. Again, it's going to be the camo or the gray. If you're interested in these, you want to play now. If you're not, then you want to wait for the black ones because you cannot win twice tonight. You cannot win twice tonight. So if you get it right, that's it. You can't win the next one. All right. We're going to do the age-old, never too complicated. Anybody can play along. And don't start guessing until I say go or it doesn't count. This needs to be a number. I should make this a little more complicated. Yeah, I'm going to make this just a little bit more complicated here. And listen closely. Hopefully I explain it correctly. I'm thinking of a number. No, that isn't going to work. All right, I'm going to make it really easy. I'm thinking of a number between, let's see, between 30 and 65. Between 30 and 65. I need the right number. Go. Nobody yet. Nobody. Oh my God, it's flying. Nope. Oh my God, I can't keep up. Nope, you guys got to slow down. I'm going to miss it. Wow, I picked a good number. Oh my God, unbelievable. It has been guessed, so you can stop. It has been guessed. Now I got to make sure that that it was the first person that got it. It has been guessed. Let me go back and verify, make sure. All right, I gotta go. Wow, that was a lot of guesses. I should make the spread a little bit less. Hold on a minute. I have to go back and make sure that I get the first person that got it, to be fair. So bear with me just a minute. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. I haven't announced it yet because I want to make sure, and I have it written down on this piece of paper, so there's no question. Hold on, I'm looking. There were a lot of guesses before somebody got it. That's for darn sure. Wow. Wow. All right, I think I have the winner. Let me verify. I saw this number again. I did. It's unbelievable who won. I cannot believe the person that won this. And this was fair, right? I mean, it's just a number, right? You just pick one. I mean, this person should play the lottery. Let me check one more time. I want to make sure I got it right. Wow, I cannot believe. Hold on. I cannot believe. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm almost done. Bear with me. I'm almost there. Oh my God, this is amazing. I'm almost there. There it is. The winner again. Unbelievable. Who guessed that number? 43. Who guessed it first? I know who guessed it first. Unbelievable. Keenan, all about vehicles. Keenan. My God, man. You are the luckiest kid I think I've ever met. And it's costing me a fortune to send these to Canada, I got to say. Unbelievable. Keenan got it right. Keenan says me. Keenan says I'm laughing so hard. Jupiter XL says Keenan three-peat. I know. Keenan, you're going to make me have to change my contest rules, man. You're going to have to make me change my contest rules. Yeah, John says fixed. Yeah, I don't think so. Keenan says Rob, hat trick. I know. Sean, I told you it was my turn. Keenan says, Krista, I told you. Keenan says, oh my God, that is hysterical and awesome. I've got your name on them right there. Keenan, you do have to send me your address again. As I told you before, I do not keep addresses of people. So make sure you email me and send it to RobMotive@gmail.com. I'm sure you have the email address. Your address, and do put your full name and all that on there if you would be so kind, so that I don't have to guess. Keenan says, Robbie boy. I think you just lost a point there. I am great at guessing and spelling. Guessing is luck. How can you be great at guessing? Terrence says, how about some thumbs up for Rob, everyone? Yeah, how about a thumbs up, man? For me and Terrence. Keenan says, once you said, oh my God, I knew it was me. Well, yeah, it was either you or Gear. Seem to win everything I do. I don't know. John says, everybody hit that like button. Thank you. Sean says, past winners can't apply anymore. That's going to be a rule after this contest. Since I started that anybody can win, that's going to be the rule tonight. Keenan cannot win again tonight because he won the camo or gray grab handle. So Keenan cannot win again tonight. But there will be another contest next week. One never knows. So that takes care of the first set. We are going to give away a second set. Going to be the black. Oops. And we're going to do that in not too long here. I'm not going to stretch it out too much longer. The black ones here, they will be going next. Again, these are black grab handles. You put the seats, the posts on your seats down through the holes, and then people can grab them. And they are awesome. Gear Runner and Keenan have won some already. Keenan, 3 sets, actually. I don't understand. Man, I don't understand that. Let's see. Keenan says, Rob, can I get my uncle to win? If your uncle's on here, I wouldn't know if it was your uncle or not. He would have to be in, and I will not ship it to the same address. So, Keenan, don't pull any fast ones, or you're going to get yourself banned from future contests. In other words, don't log on here as somebody else. If you know what I'm saying, I will find out. Because that's just dirty, you know. But if your uncle's on here and lives somewhere, I guess I don't know. I don't know. How would I know, really? I mean, I suppose if he lives in the same city as you, I'll probably have a pretty good idea. And since you've mentioned his name and stuff before, I probably have a pretty good idea. But that's a little dirty, I think. Let's see. Keenan says, I came in and won another one. I know, man. Alva Thompson says, sweet. Keenan says, thanks, Terry. They're great. They are great. Sean says, you must be an easy read, Rob. How? I wrote it down on paper right here down. You can't even see it in front of me. How could you know? Tom Judson says, finally couldn't get on the chat. Now I'm here and love the channel. Tom, thank you and welcome. I appreciate that. We're doing a giveaway tonight, and it's not going to be long before I do the next one because we're starting to run out of time. It goes so fast when we're doing these. John says, geez, I hope Keenan wins again. Keenan can't win again. Keenan says, you can ship it to my uncle's address in Sudbury. Frisco says, are you going to raffle off your printer too? No, I'm not. Keenan says, it's only 85 here. Krista, oh, I see. Krista says it's very hot in Texas. Alva says it is hot in Texas. It is. Keenan says, Rob, I need a shout out in a future video. You need a shout out in a future video. You never know. You'll have to let me know what you're proposing, you know, for this shout out. I mean, what does RobMotive get for this? It's a two-way street, man. Except for when it comes to giveaways. Apparently it's a one-way street right up to your house. Aaron says, I love your channel down here from Central Florida. It's hot down here, 98 degrees. It was hot here until we had this monsoon storm yesterday. And welcome, Aaron. Good to have you here. Frisco's laughing out loud. Givner says, I thought you were good at spelling, Keenan. Velo. Alva says, what do you drive more, Tacoma or Tundra? The Tundra, to be quite honest. And that's because I store the Tacoma on top. That's probably going to change here soon, though. For some reason. I don't know. Stay tuned. Keenan says, yes, because I cleaned house on the grab handles. You're telling me, bud. There's no disputing that. All right. We're going to, before we give away the next one, I just want to tell you what's going on here next week. Mike Be The One sent me something to give away on the channel as well. Very cool. I love when people do this. You see, this stuff isn't for me. I'm just the middleman, you know. But next Monday, we're going to do another giveaway because I feel the need. I feel the need for giveaways. Gear Runner says, Keenan, a little advice. I won a set also, and I've not mentioned it. Don't brag about stuff. Be humble. Good advice. Good advice. Keenan says, yeah, because I read that. Boise City. Dan, how you doing, bud? And Rob, aren't you on the wrong day? Usually do Mondays instead of Tuesdays. I am, but I had a prior commitment yesterday. I had to pick up my Tundra for some mod that I was, having done. I don't know. And I just could not get on last night. And then we had the monsoon rains and had that going on, and it was just not a good night. All right. Mike Be The One sent these to me to do a giveaway. These are the letters. For those of you that can't tell, it says Tundra. These are the letters that go inside the embossed or stamped Tundra lettering on the back of the Tundra tailgate. So we're going to give those away next week. I don't know what the proportion of Tundra people versus Tacoma people is that we have on here, but hopefully you'll use them. I would, of course, have no idea whether you did or not, but that's what we're going to give away next week. We're going to be giving away the Tundra letters from Mike Be The One. And Mike, thank you very much again for sending these to me. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure the winner will appreciate it just as much. Okay, now, I feel like I'm doing some kind of one of those shopping networks, You guys ever see those shopping networks? Well, next, we got an easy button to sell here. For just $99.95. You know, one of those deals. I'm not doing that. In case that's a rule violation or something, but I'm just saying, feels that way. All right, let's see. Gear says, hey, Dan. Chad says, your Tacoma is bad arse. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate that, buddy. And thanks for watching the channel. I have seen you on there before. Sean says, that's a nice giveaway. It should be pretty cool, man. Keenan says, Rob, I am the biggest giveaway. Win it. You did win it. Gear says, yeah, Sean, I need those in my life. They'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Keenan says, Gear, I know the humble part, but it's just not me. Frisco says, do they stick well? I have them on my Tundra. I put them on my Tundra. I don't know if they're the exact same ones, but they stick very well. Just make sure that you clean them with alcohol, you know, like rubbing alcohol before you put them on, and they stick very, very well. Keenan says, when it's Keenan spelling, Keenan says, give me another card and a stick it. You'll see what you get, man. You get what you get. You can't demand things on here, Keenan. I mean, come on now. If you want to buy another sticker, oh, I do sell them. Just saying. Boise Dollar says, oh, okay, that's understandable, Rob. Can't really do a mod very well when it's raining cats and dogs, LOL. It was, we got like over 10 inches of rain here yesterday from about 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the morning. And the river behind me is massive now. Let's see. Frisco says, haha, the moose. You see the moose back there? There he is, right there. It's from Canada. Krista got it for me. Keaton says, my uncle got a new Chevy Silverado 59 with 20 miles. That's awesome. Alva says, I'm up in Connecticut going to Barrett Jackson tomorrow. Mohegan Sun. That's awesome, man. Are you looking to buy anything? Keenan says, gear autocorrect. Michael says, is anyone else running 285s on their taco? I'm running 275s now. I was running 295s, and that was a problem. Ryan says, I am. Michael's smiling. Boise City says, AAV, awesome. Well, keep us up to date on how your uncle's truck fares once he gets mileage and wear and tear on it. Krista says, CA. CA. Ka! Ka! Must be a bird out back. I don't know. Alva says, no. Not going to buy anything. Just looking. Just watching. That should be fun in itself. Gear Runner says, I want to go to Barrett Jackson one day. I'd like to go to Meekham's. I like the Meekham auctions. Gear Runner says, hope to go to Scottsdale one year. Or Scottsdale, I'm sorry. That must be Scottsdale, Arizona, right? John Watt, off topic. What's your favorite interior cleaner? That's very simple. A mixture I make myself, and that is a quart size, pint size. I guess it's probably a quart, maybe pint. I don't know. One of those spray bottles, you know, that you put water in. You can buy an empty spray bottle, fill it up with water, and dump in about 3 to 5, 4, 5, 6 drops. Just drop, 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 drip, 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 whatever, of non-ammonia containing dishwashing detergent, dishwashing soap. That's it. That's all I use. And it works fantastically, man. Boise City says, speaking of vehicles, after much deliberation and much searching, I think I might have found a vehicle that I'll be able to get into. Well, what is it? Alva says, not many Tacomas yet at Barrett Jackson. No, there probably won't be. I don't know. Because they've been around for a while and you don't see them. James says, are you going to put bed stiffeners in your taco? You know, it's funny. I just saw a video on Facebook today or something on the web about those. No, I really don't see a need. But never say never. Krista, it's supposed to be the Canadian flag, not CA. What is? Frisco says, hello from Calgary. Oh, another Canadian. My wife, Krista Frisco, on here is Canadian, if you didn't know. Krista says, hey, Frisco. There you go. It's like Canadians. John says, thanks. Chad says, I'm gone. I get up at 1:30. Good night. Good night, Chad. Thanks for being on here, buddy. Krista says, good night, Chad. With that, we're going to do the next giveaway. Now, this is again for the black grab handles. And again, thanks to Terrence Tatum for providing these. Don says, interior cleaner, carpet cleaner, Procyon. Used it for years, no smell, no residue. Never heard of it. And welcome, Don. Michael says 42. Gear says 43. Both ineligible numbers and irrelevant for the question that I'm going to ask. Again, Keenan, you are exempt. You may not win. You cannot win again. Tom Judson says, I've got to be up at 12:20 a.m., but I'm sticking around. Well, thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. We're going to do it here in just a minute. Love to smoke something. Says, Canada rocks, man. Canada rocks. All right. Let's see. I could just do another number giveaway, but I got to tell you, they fly by so fast on the screen, it is hard for me to keep up. I have to go back, which isn't really a big deal. I mean, I can go back. Would you guys prefer that? It's easy. It's fair. Anybody can win as long as Keenan's not playing, apparently. I can do that kind of thing. Except I am going to make, Gear says I like it. Krista says Canada's awesome. Midnight Taco Man. How you doing? Welcome. Sean says pick your favorite vehicle color. I don't even know that myself. Big Mo says yes. All right. But I'm going to make it a little bit more complicated than just that. Because this is the last set of grab handles that I have to give away. So it's not that difficult, but it's going to take just a harebrained bit of thinking, you know. This, and let me write this down so I get it right. There are two ways to win this. There are two ways to, no, there aren't. Or are there? Let me think if this makes sense, because there's actually more than one answer. So you're actually increases your odds of winning. I don't think I want to do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make noise while I'm doing this so that Gear Runner can't hear me writing or anything. You know what I'm talking about. We're going to do another simple number guess, right? I mean, that's the fairest. It's, you know, that way you don't really have to know anything about the channel. I mean, you have to know something about something. Let's see. Frisco Snow says red. No, that wouldn't be right. Alva says, what are your thoughts on the new Army Green and tech upgrades? I love tech, so any upgrade is cool by me, and the Army Green is awesome. Gear Runner says, here we go again. I know. Michael says, objection. Midnight Tacoma Man's. He's thinking. Sean DeLong says, you'll cause a tie. You're right. That could cause a tie, so I'm not going to do it that way. Boise City says, Rob, the car I've selected. Rob, the car I have selected is a 2016 Kia Optima. They're reliable, cheap, and meet my needs. That's how I would say it if I was Dan. And that's cool. Hey, as long as it works for you, that's all that matters. Carlos says, no! Frisco says, would you trade your taco for a Ridgeline? No! Boise City Auto says, you can buy a 2016 Optima LX for $13,000. $13,000. All right, here we go. Now, if you win these fantastic, finely crafted Corinthian paracord, not really Corinthian, but paracord grab handles, you must email me your address where you want them to be shipped to, of course. And I think that's really about it. I think that's it. So without further ado, Terrence says, Ridgeline, what is that? Some kind of car. It's true. Let me take a swig, then we're going to get at it. Remember, do not start guessing until I tell you what I'm looking for. I love to smoke says, but not a truck. Frisco, he's laughing. And here we go. We're going to do another number guess. It's going to be simple. I need to have a number between 60 and 90. Go. It's over. It's over. It's over already. I don't know what it is. Do I have is my face that telling? I mean, come on, man. How's that even possible? The first person that guesses gets it right. The first person. ARA29933. I'm not sure who you are. Welcome to the stream. You don't look familiar to me, but you have won. You need to email me like right now while we're on the stream, since I'm not sure who you are, and I want to make sure I get this to the right person. So ARA29933. I need you to email me to RobMotive at gmail.com. RobMotive at gmail.com with your full name and your address as to where you want these things to be sent. And I shall indeed send them to you. Let me go ahead and write your name on here. It is ARA 29933. Wow, I cannot believe, and in case you didn't see it, that was the number, right? 73. First guess, first person gets it right. How does that even happen, man? I don't even know how that happens. I really don't know how that even happens. Wow. Did anybody else get it in the meantime before I ended it? Wow. No, nobody did. I don't think. ARA is emailing now. Awesome. Sean says, congrats. JJ says 21. He's still guessing. Krista says, congrats. I'm going to call you Ara. Let's see. John Watt says, gee, I was rooting for Keenan again. Chad says, lucky. It was all about luck, right? I mean, there's no skill involved in that, except for typing. You got to be able to get your guess out there. A lot of congratulations to Ara. Big Mo says, dang, congrats to everyone that won. Great giveaway. Thanks for the change, Rob. Awesome, buddy. Thank you. Michael's clapping. Boise City says, of course, I will never buy it. He's still talking cars. I will never buy a 2018 Honda car ever. Reason, turbo engines. Come on, man. They're a good car. I love mine. Gear says, congrats. Sean says, you can be read by others, apparently. I know, man. I mean, what the heck, you know? S2K wide body. Got it. Says, hello, Rob. S2K, how you doing? What's up? And welcome. JJ, he's still a guessing. Chad says, have a good night, Rob. You too, Chad. Thanks for being on, buddy. I really appreciate you watching. Boise City says, turbo engines equals unreliable. Got to be more reliable than that Pontiac you got, right? Keenan, sorry, Gear. Gear says, hey, did you kill the Night King? Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I read that. Boise City says, congrats, Ara. Ara says, email sent. Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you for playing. I appreciate it. And I hope you're a subscriber to the channel and you watch the videos. R. Middleton says, must be a latency issue. I don't know. John Watts says, you're a riot, Rob. Well, thanks, John. I appreciate that. I think that's a good thing. S2K wide body says, doing good. Awesome to hear. Carlos says, thanks for doing this. Thanks for playing along. And again, I don't know how many Tundra owners we have on here, because I have both, actually, so I do things for both. But next Monday, my normal live stream night, barring any other issues, problems, things, we are going to give away the Tundra black lettering. This goes inside the stamped Tundra name on the back of your tailgate. So if anybody's interested in that, make sure you tune in the same time, same channel next Monday evening. And we're going to keep doing these little giveaways. I enjoy doing them. I have some parts and things that I want to give away that I've taken off the trucks if anybody's interested, like blacked out Tacoma badging and blacked out Tundra badging or things like that. So we're going to do that. Let's see. Sean says, later all dinner. Have a good dinner, Sean. Thanks for being on. Boise City says, Rob. Yes, I know. That's why I'm getting rid of my car. Krista says, have a good one, Sean. James says, can we buy the grab handles from the manufacturer? The manufacturer is a subscriber to the channel. That is Terrence Tatum, and I believe Terrence said he was not interested in selling them, but if Terrence is still on, or if he wants to respond to that, I will leave that to Terrence. I'm not going to speak for Terrence. So we'll have to let Terrence address that. They are very, very good quality, I must say, and they've got to be a pain to make. I can imagine. Gear Runner says, I'm a Tundra owner. I'm a Tundra owner. Do you have letters in the back of yours? And yours has the stamped name in the back, right? Yours has the stamped Tundra back there, right? Could you use these? I don't remember if you have that in your truck or not. Sean says, thanks, Krista. Stonewall says, who won? Ara and Keenan again won. Boise City Auto says, no American cars for me. S2K wide body. That's nice of you, Rob. Thanks, man. Just trying to give back, and I enjoy doing this stuff. And, you know, Terrence had made these for me to give away. He gave them to me to give away, so it's pretty cool. And I'll always do stuff like that. I mean, if you guys or anybody wants to do something like that, I will be I can be the middleman, if you will, because I love doing it. It's fun to do. Big Mo says, I think Gear said he was giving away the Roush tomorrow night. Yeah, I heard that too. Just pick a number between 1 and 3. It's pretty easy to win. Midnight Tacoma man says, on a different subject, moving from Ohio to Texas, it's like night and day. What made you move to Texas? Opportunity and change of life for me, a change of lifestyle. For those of you who don't know, I worked in business for 23 years as a purchasing manager and started doing the YouTube thing about 2.5 years ago or something like that, and wanted to do that full time, get out of the manufacturing grind, if you will, and get into something that I love doing. And I love doing YouTube. As long as I don't starve to death, I'm hoping that I can at least make a modest living doing it. Obviously, I'm not at that point yet. I hope to get there. So tell your friends, your family, your enemies, write it on the bathroom walls. I never told you to do that. And let's get the channel up there, man, because I'm a hungry guy. I got to eat. You know what I'm saying? And the more we make, the more we do for the channel, you know? That's why, in the short. Gear Runner says, not quite Mo, LOL. Gear Runner says, have a good evening. Sean, we have a bunch of retractions. Gear Runner says, it is stamped, but no letters. Then perfect. Is it something you'd want to do to your truck, though? I'm curious, because you haven't done it yet. Sean says, later, Gear, thanks. Jordan DeWald. Hey, Jordan, how you doing? Jordan says, Toyota Tundra HD. Not a bad truck. Love, excuse me, love to smoke, apparently. Says, Tundra, yeah, baby. Awesome, man. Boise City says, speaking of job, guess what I got? My final confirmation about the job I got for the CN job. I will have my orientation on Thursday. Awesome. Congratulations, Dan. That's great to hear, bud. Gear Runner says, hey, I've got 2 more years left before I can do YouTube full-time. 23 years in manufacturing in 2 years. Hey, you might make it, man. You're growing well. You know, you might actually make it. Krista says, congrats, Dan. Gear Runner says, I would install them on my truck. Awesome. I'm just curious. I mean, I know you could do a giveaway, whatever, but they look really good on your black truck, man. And check him out. Gear Runner has a channel called Gear Runner, funny enough. And he has a Tundra and does gun stuff and has this blue, what is that thing, a Vega? No, a Roush Mustang. It's a Roush Mustang. He does videos with that, you know. Check him out. Gear Runner says, I read that. Boise City says, thanks, Krista. And my thing just jumped across the room. Man, it's the strangest thing with this connection. I don't know what it is, but every once in a while my screen jumps and I lose everybody and I lose my mind. Gear Runner says, hey, I appreciate the shout out, Rob. Not a problem, buddy. Anyway, we are caught up. We've been on here for 64 minutes and 4 seconds. Make sure you tune in next week if you're interested. Again, we're going to be giving away some Tundra letters. This set is for the embossed or stamped section in your tailgate. So if you got a Tundra, you like those, and even if you don't, you can stick them on your wall as decorations. Mix them around, spell something else if you want. I don't know. Anyway, appreciate all you guys and gals for being on here. Congrats to the winners. Thanks to Tatum, and thank you, Mike. We'll be doing that next week. And I will see all of you next time on the web. Have a great night. Bye.